Some bikes want you to ride them.
But some ask if you deserve to.
You know, the first thing I noticed when I was riding the bike
Uh-huh.
a couple of months ago, I was at the car and bike jury round and I was riding the Panigale V4 on the racetrack. And this sort of feels the same. What the Panigale felt to me on the racetrack, this felt on the MX track. If you ride it easy, it feels odd, it doesn't like it at all. It only starts being fun, it only starts performing the way it should if you ride it hard.
From my experience, I would say this is definitely not for people who ride once in a blue moon and then say, I'm going to ride the motocross bike. No, this is definitely not a forgiving bike.
The Ducati Desmo 450MX isn't an everybody's bike. It demands that you pay attention, and more importantly, it demands that you know what you're doing.
On the other hand, when you are the one demanding, boy, does it deliver.
I think riding it, like with most Ducatis though, is most of them are a very...
Sorry to interrupt because this was my first Ducati that I've ever ridden.
It's not a bad way to start, I must say. It's as far as Ducatis go, this is really something special. And like I was saying, right, with most Ducatis, there's this, beyond the engineering and the mechanics of it, there's always this very emotional connect. Whether it's the Diavel, whether it's the Panigale, whether it's even the Scrambler to some extent. There's a simplicity to the Scrambler that just sort of appeals to you on an emotional level. And this feels exactly like that. Like so far, that emotional sort of that feeling wasn't available to people who are like, well, focused on motocross or focused on like specialized off-road riding.
Yeah.
Right. And now with this, like there was always the Multistrada Enduros, there was the Desert X, Desert Sled, all of that. But it was never a true full spec competition bike. And with this, that sort of emotional connection that Ducati stands for, that's been brought to your, well, friendly neighborhood MX track to say. Overall, I think it's just a very, very focused bike, right? Usually when you buy an MX bike, you end up like, for it to be race ready, like off the showroom floor, it's nice, it's good, it works the way it should. But for it to be race ready, you have to spend a lot of time on the suspension. You have to like tune it to your own sort of spec that you require for it to be race ready. But this just feels like from the factory, it's ready to go.
Yeah, because I don't generally ride a 450. I didn't feel like I was riding a 450. It was so smooth and fast, definitely, and agile as well.
The Ducati feels special. There's a sense of intent behind every little detail that feels distinctly Italian. Textures, contours, and colors all come together to keep people staring.
I think when someone is single-mindedly committed to like engineering excellence, this is the kind of stuff that comes out. You know, I remember going to the Ducati factory and sort of like seeing everybody and how they work there. Everybody from the smallest person on the shop floor to the upper level management, everybody had this common thread of their heart being in it 100%. And this just goes to show that when you've got a team like that behind, you can really come up with something that's magical.
Like most things in life, doing something well requires practice and hard work or a stupid amount of luck. There's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that went into developing the Desmo 450MX, which is why it is so great. But For someone to truly use it the way it's meant to be used, something tells me that luck might just not be enough. The Desmo demands more.
We'll be doing a lot more of such fun, very big rock-esque videos for you guys. So stay tuned for that. And a big shout out to Ducati Bengaluru and of course Ducati India, friends over at Ducati India for making this happen. We'll look forward to riding a lot more Ducatis and a lot more motorcycles and bringing them out to you.
Yeah, I mean, can't wait to get back on this bike again and then have fun, you know. I'm gonna seriously start missing this bike once it's gone.